Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Underground Mobcast. This is episode 4, and this week I am accompanied once again by my co-host, Lando Capo. Lando, say what's up to the
Hi,
people.
hi, people. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, anyways. Um, so yeah, so match of the week, as we, from now on, we start to stream out with matches of the week. I mean, you, Parker, you don't have a match of the week, right? Right?
Nope, not this week.
Okay, not this week. So by next week, you will, right?
Yeah, so I'll text
Okay,
you as of Tuesday, or I'll pick it out tomorrow, honestly.
okay, okay. For match of the week, we got Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. The NXT UK Championship. Like uh, just to be more specific, I'm talking about the second Walter versus Ilya Dragunov match. Is Let me tell you, even though Ilya Dragunov tapped out Walter and ended Walter's reign as NXT UK champion, he ended Walter's 870-day reign as NXT UK champion. And that's 2 years and 4 months. 870 days. That's 2 years and 4 months. And Ilya Dragunov ended that Walter's dominant reign. Walter, or Gunther, whatever you want to call him, let me see, we can all agree, he's one of the best heels. I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that. Is that right?
Oh, dude, not only one of the best heels, but one of just like the most over talents in professional wrestling. I mean, when you talk about as soon as he came up to SmackDown, right? I mean, Gunther,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like we talked about this before. Not a huge fan of the name change, but Walter in NXT was so over, dude. His chops were heard around the world. He's an incredible
Mm-hmm.
talent, and his reign was unmatched. And then for Ilya to tap him out was so impressive.
Yeah, and well, their rivalry, let me tell you, takes back to their first match together was 2017. Like have you ever heard of a promotion in Germany called WXW?
No.
Oh, well, it's an independent wrestling company that's partners with WWE, by the way. And their first match together was in WXW, which stands for West Side Extreme Wrestling. And their first match together was in a finals of a tournament. And that tournament, which they have every year, was it's called the 16 karat gold tournament, which is kind of like the King of the Ring, except you win a trophy that's made out of 16 karat gold. Their first match together was in the finals, and Ilya beat Walter in the finals to become the 16 karat gold trophy winner. And their rivalry was taken back to Germany, also in England. They've been tearing the house down in the European wrestling scenes. And Walter, he's one of the most overrated talents. Um, like he will fuck you up, really.
Dude, you know what? I think they're gonna build up for like the third, honestly.
Third, third, Ilya versus
Yeah, but now
Gunther
that they've
match.
both got name changes,
No, they didn't get no.
or
Ilya
not,
didn't get
no,
his
no,
name
no.
changed.
Ilya didn't get a name change, but Good
I
day.
mean, do you feel like he's gonna get a name change?
I mean, knowing WWE probably. I don't know. Vince isn't in control anymore though, so that is a huge factor in that.
Like, uh, like, imagine if they just dropped a first name and now he's just Dragunov.
That'd be crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be okay with it though. I think Dragonov is a very cool last name or
Like,
surname, I guess.
I mean, yeah, he, even though like Ilian plays like a German Russian like okay, like I did a little bit of research on Ilya that like he was born in Moscow, Russia. Okay, he's a Muscovite, as Russians call themselves if they were born in Moscow.
Wait, really?
And
They're called Muscovites?
yeah, Muscovites.
That's very interesting. Anyways, continue.
And one of Ilya's nicknames is actually the Mad Muscovite. That's one of Ilya's nicknames in wrestling. But anyways, back to what I was saying. When he was 5 years old, him and his family moved to Dresden, Germany. And when he moved there, went to school, he had trouble with their native language, And the kids kind of picked on him because, he was like a foreigner in Germany. So for the past few years, he's been studying the language, and I bet he also learned English as well. But he yeah, like he can now speak English, German, and Russian now. And his real name, okay, his real first name is actually Ilya, but it's spelled differently. If you replace the J with a Y, it's it's Ilya because that's spelled more Russian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you put if you so yeah, he replaced the Y with a J to make it sound German, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he just basically just made his name more sound German and Russian. Like he one of his catchphrases and one of his catchphrases was Unbesiegbar, which means invincible in German. And what I'm saying is that he's truly unbesiegbar because he can take amounts of bumps, really. Like we've seen the matches that he's been in, like we saw him with Walter. He was bruised and battered.
Does anyone leave a match with Walter without being bruised and battered?
Uh, good question. I have no idea.
I mean, look at Sheamus. I mean, look at Clash at the Castle, dude. Sheamus was
Yeah,
absolutely beat the piss.
yeah. And let me just say this: Dave Meltzer ranked that match 5 stars.
Yeah, that says a lot, especially considering it's a WWE product, and
Yeah, yes.
he despises WWE.
Yeah. He yeah, just I'm surprised. He ranked that match 5 stars.
Ilya is a very interesting talent.
Yeah, very interesting. Like in this first the first NXT UK Championship match that Ilya and Walter have, they it was in front of a zero audience, like zero people, no audience attended, and which is like literally, those two literally beat the hell out of each other. Like no audience, and there was like, I saw this one video where there was no filter, and literally they're smacking the shit out of each other. And
Do you think Devlin should have beat him though?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it was probably just a storyline, you know, like a
Yeah.
redemption. It's like part of like a redemption story, you know.
Dude, I don't
'Cause-
understand that. I mean, they always put Jordan Devlin in this position, right, where it looks like he's gonna go and he always goes and fights for the title, but he never wins it. Why is that, dude? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. And also, you just changed topics, man.
Yeah, I know, but I was thinking about like Dragunov's record, like who he defended the championship against before he got injured, and he had those two
Yeah.
matches with Devlin.
Yeah, 2 matches with Devlin, and then
He beat
yeah,
Roderick
just
Strong, which that was a good match. Anything with Roderick Strong is a good match, though. Let's just be real.
Yeah. He also defended against Rampage Brown.
Yep.
Even though that match ended with a no contest because he got injured during that match, and I guess it was against a. I guess he defended once against A Kid and Nathan Fraser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he probably did. What else did? I think that's like the only people that he defended the NXT UK Championship to.
Yeah, those he's got a short list of people that he defended it against, but when he was in there, he was a very convincing character on top of a very good in ring talent. He's got a very good stature too for like a professional wrestler. You know, he's shredded, and although he's not very tall, he's still like big. You know, he's kind of yoked.
Yes. And I'm trying to look up how many defenses did Ilya defend.
I think he had 6 defense matches, if I'm correct. Maybe 7.
7.
7. Yeah. Okay.
His first defense was against A-Kid. Second defense was in an empty arena match against Jordan Devlin. And third defense was against Rampage Brown. That match ended with a no contest because, Rampage Brown got injured.
Right.
And the fourth defense was against Roderick Strong.
And then Nathan Frazier after that.
Nathan Fraser, and then Jordan Devlin. Jordan Devlin again.
And then he relinquished the title.
No. He defended and his seventh defense was against Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Puck?
What?
Yeah, you don't know who that is?
Wolfgang. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Say that again.
Wolfgang Puck. He was a big influence in like the 80s or 90s or something like that. He's got like a restaurant.
Oh, he's a chef.
Yeah, no, that was just a little joke. But yeah, that was the last match he fought, right? Before he relinquished the title.
Yeah, because of he bent his ankle real bad.
Yeah. Dude, that sucks seeing professional wrestlers go out. I mean, look at like Thunder Rosa right now.
Yeah.
And that really put AEW in a tough spot.
Mm-hmm. And what else?
So yeah, your match of the week. Let's circle back to that. Why'd you pick that one?
Well, here's the thing, because the first Walter versus Ilya Dragunov match, it was match of the year in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. I think that's what it's called. It was match of the year, and it was ranked 5 stars. and it was like one of the most like brutal one-on-one matches. Like, even though this match didn't involve like any chairs, tables, ladders, candlesticks, sledgehammers, but like it was pretty brutal, really. With like just a one-on-one match, and they're beating the shit out of each other, like for real. Like I saw a video with no filter. They're legitimately slapping the shit out of each other and punching each other.
Yeah, dude, those guys do not really don't really mess around.
I mean, what can I say? I mean, those guys are the real deal.
I mean, that's what they talk about when they talk about like strong style.
Yeah, that's strong. Yeah, strong style. But I mean, they also do like in Germany, they instead of calling it strong style, they call it Ringkauf.
Is that like one word or two?
It's one word
Ring
in
cough
German.
instead of like ring cough.
Yeah, it's right. It's one word. One German word, Ringkauf, which means like stress wrestling or wrestling stress.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's
and
interesting that it translates to that, of all things.
I mean, yeah, like recently, like a few weeks ago, we saw or was it a month ago, that it was Gunther versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental title. It was strong style versus
Versus ring
Ringkauf.
cough. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool though. That they have like their own style.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call like the American style of like professional wrestling, or is that just professional wrestling?
I think it's just professional wrestling, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but I figured it was worth a shot. If anybody knows it, it would be you. You know what I'm saying? Like you have all this random knowledge that I don't know where it comes from, but I love it.
But yeah, um, like there's many types of uh, strong style wrestling, really. Like, Shinsuke is Japanese strong style. Uh, like Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, they're British
British
strong
strong
style.
style. Yeah. Hard
And
hitting.
yeah, hard hitting.
What I would say Samoa Joe would be like American strong style at that point.
You mean Samoan strong style?
Okay, but let's be real. He's not actually he's not a Samoan by any means. Besides like
I mean,
his
he's a Samoan descent. But
yes,
yeah,
he's a Samoan descent, but it's not like he came from the islands of Samoa. You know.
let me just say, don't judge the man's ethnicity.
All
You
right,
know
we're
what I
not
mean?
breaking this down into something racial, Lando. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Okay. Anyways, move on.
Anyways, so do you want to? I think it's. Do you want to keep talking about your match of the week?
Oh, I think I think we're done for a match of the week.
All right, let's talk about Raw.
Raw. Okay.
Okay, so how do you feel about Dominic Mysterio being with the Judgment Day?
To be honest, I actually don't mind him joining the Judgment Day.
So I don't mind it. Like it intrigues me that this is something that's even happening. I feel like the Judgment Day just looks weak by adding Dominic Mysterio because, to be honest, he's a kind of performer. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he doesn't really
Yeah.
add anything to the table. The storyline in and of itself is weird because it came kind of out of nowhere.
Yes.
But I don't really like Dominic Mysterio as a talent. I don't think he's that good in the ring. So hopefully they can do something good with this, and maybe he can get better somewhere along the line. But like I'd take Logan Paul over Dominic Mysterio any day of the week in ring. So
I mean, yeah, I do agree. Logan Paul is like better than Dominic.
but how do you feel about Strowman returning?
Oh, like we saw this. Well, I already told you like a few days before Raw started that that Braun Strowman was going to return on Raw.
Yeah, you were telling me that it was rumored and stuff. Honestly, dude, I'm not as excited as like people kind of hyped it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, he's just another big guy. I don't understand like the big guy fantasy that Vince McMahon had created in WWE. He's very athletic, but in terms of like mic skills and things like that, he really doesn't intrigue me. So and it's one of those things like I'm willing to see where it goes and see what they do with it, but I really am not like excited by any means.
Okay.
Are you excited for his return? Like, were you like, oh yeah, Strowman's back? Because I really don't feel like I was.
I mean, I was when I first saw it on Twitter. I'm like, holy shit, you know. So yeah, like when Raw was going on, I was just waiting. I was waiting till like when is he gonna return? Like when? And like yeah, as soon as when the Fatal 4-Way tag team match was happening, yeah, that's what happened. He came out, did his thing, he wrecked everybody, and yeah, that's what basically happened.
Yeah. Let's see what else happened on Raw. Austin Theory got his name back. That's cool.
Yeah.
And KO kind of pipe bombed him with that one. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, good thing Triple H is bringing back some old names.
Yeah, I really do enjoy that. Like Tommaso Ciampa being back.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if you saw this on Twitter. It's that LA Knight is gonna be back.
I sure hope so, dude.
Hope so.
We'll circle around to that when we talk about SmackDown. We'll get there. We'll get there. But Theory again loses. Can we talk about that real quick? Austin Theory lost to Kevin Owens, which I'm glad that they're kind of like doing something with Kevin Owens and giving him TV time and all that. But when you have a Money in the Bank winner and you really want him to be taken seriously, are you really going to make him lose every singles match he has?
I mean, here's the thing. They did the same thing with Austin Theory back in NXT. He would just lose every single match, but then he ended up quitting. So I think that's what's happening. Maybe.
You think they're going to make him quit?
Well, not actually, but storyline. You know?
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna make him quit. No, it's just storyline material. You know, it's just part of the act. But yeah, he had it was either a 7 or an 8 losing streak. Since he won the Money in the Bank contract, he was on a losing streak.
Yeah, dude. I really don't understand it though because it's the Money in the Bank, dude. When you think about the history of the Money in the Bank contract, it's so rich, dude. You can do so much with it. Look at Edge. Would Edge really have been the talent that he is today if he didn't win a Money in the Bank?
No.
Exactly. Look at John Cena. When John Cena failed to cash in, that was monumental. People will always remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the only real flops besides that were Damian Sandow and Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman.
I was so sad about the Baron Corbin one, dude. I really wanted to see him win the championship, honestly.
Me too. But
and Braun Strowman's wasn't that bad. I just feel like him not winning the match, that is what it is. But as a Money in the Bank winner, it didn't really impact his career much anyways, because let's be real, we all knew he was going to get pushed to the top one way or another.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it's just, many rumors say that they're going to drop the Money in the Bank contract off of Austin Theory.
Really? Who do you put it on, though?
I don't know. Maybe
Kevin Owens.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Kevin Owens. Or it didn't say that they're gonna give the contract to somebody else, or he's just gonna fail to cash in. It didn't say like any of that. It just says, "Oh, he's gonna lose the contract." You know, like it's one way or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The thing is, like, so he's not gonna beat Roman. We all know that, right? Like, he's not gonna cash in and successfully cash in on Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is way too protected for that.
Yeah, way too protected.
Listen, I'm okay with it though. Like the Solo Sika thing, we'll circle around to Sikoa, yeah, Solo Sikoa. We'll circle back around to that when we talk about SmackDown, but the Bloodline, I'll say it every single podcast until people listen. I'm over with it. I don't know about you, but I really do enjoy it. It might get old here soon, as long as if they don't keep making things interesting. But as of right now, dude, I have no complaints with the Bloodline.
I do enjoy Roman Reigns' mic skills. I can say that right now. I just feel like, okay, he's been champion too long. They need to drop the belt off of him.
I get that, but the thing is, people wouldn't have said that. People didn't really say that about John Cena. People didn't really say that about Punk when Punk was champion for his historic reign.
Yeah, yes.
We're really seeing a new side of Roman, and we're seeing a different type of heel. Like it does really. I don't know if you saw his evil episode at all, but it does really come naturally to him. I mean, it does seem like it comes naturally to him. And I like you said, I really do enjoy his mic skills. I think he's doing great work day in and day out. And seeing him on SmackDown and defending at pretty much every pay-per-view, I love it, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. Because what was better, Brock or Roman?
Roman.
Exactly. Like Brock wasn't doing shit. He wasn't showing up. He was there like maybe once every 3 months. Like remember in 2016 when Brock was the Universal Champion and he had a match like every here and there. His only notable one was against Samoa Joe at Great Balls of Fire, and then SummerSlam where he got quote unquote injured and then came back out and won the match.
Yes, that was in 2017. Yeah.
People can get upset because Roman doesn't have quote unquote in ring skills or whatever. I don't really give a shit, right? Yeah. In terms of being a heel, he's killing it. And to be honest, Drew McIntyre, his whole babyface gimmick is boring to me. I feel like Drew McIntyre is only getting pushed because he's big. He could have been doing much better things. Like when he was in NXT, they pushed him in a great way. Like they built him up. Now I feel like he's just getting rewarded for being Drew McIntyre. You know what I mean? Being a big name.
Mm-hmm. Like in 2020, in 2020, he was like better than ever, really.
Yeah, because they built him up correctly, you know? Like, the Clash at the Castle thing, they had Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre to see who faced Roman Reigns. Dude, neither one of you were even in the conversation. Yeah. Neither one of you even deserved it. I would have gave it to Solo. Shit, throw Jimmy Uso out there, or Sami Zayn, or Kevin Owens. I would have preferred that.
Speaking of Sami Zayn,
speaking of Sami Zayn, let's go. Let's hear
it. I bet you think that soon they're gonna turn on Sami Zayn.
I don't know, dude. When we circle to SmackDown, I'll tell you. But let's wrap up Raw here real quick. So Kevin Owens beats Theory. I think that's a bad move if you're trying to make him the Money in the Bank. If you're trying to have a strong Money in the Bank winner, but if what you said is true, then I guess it makes sense. Mm-hmm. Now let's move to. Oh, go ahead.
Were you about to say another match?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say like the main event of Raw was a steel cage match. Bobby Lashley versus Miz for the U.S. title.
Yep, dude. How do you feel about that? Honestly,
we obviously knew that Dexter was going to get involved.
Yep.
And it was funny where like the Miz got on top of the cage and he was about to go like to the other side of the cage, but then he looked down and saw like Dexter Loomis like facing upwards from like under the ring, just staring into Miz's soul.
Dude, that was an interesting angle. I don't think I've ever seen the WWE shoot like that. Have you ever seen an angle like that from WWE, like the bird's eye view?
No, I don't think so.
Me neither, dude. That was interesting to see. I'm not surprised Bobby Lashley won. I think we all saw that one coming. But seeing a steel cage match on Raw is something very new-ish. I mean, it used to happen, but Triple H being in control of creative, I think that was a big play in that. But that's how it's supposed to be. You know, steel cage matches shouldn't just be pay-per-view matches. You know, Hell in a Cell matches shouldn't just be pay-per-view matches. There can be stipulations.
Yes. Like, I mean, yeah. Because I mean, it's just like during like a backstage interview, like the Miz requested a steel cage match against Bobby Lashley for the U.S. title because the reason why because he doesn't want to he was afraid that Dexter Loomis was gonna interfere, which
Right.
he did.
Yep,
Which he did.
of course he did.
Which he did, and that caused the Miz to lose. And what else? So yeah, that was the main event. That was the main event of Raw.
And then Dexter Loomis choked out the Miz in the middle of the ring.
Yes, and then like after he choked him out, he'd start petting his head.
Mm-hmm.
Just staring off to the distance, just start petting his head.
So maybe you can help me understand this one a little bit. I really don't understand what his obsession with the Miz is, though. Of like all people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
has that been clarified at all? Did I miss something, or
I don't know. It just, I mean, I bet it just Dexter. I mean, I bet I don't know. It's just something that Dexter doesn't like people that are jerks. You know.
Dexter's a very interesting character.
Yeah.
That's what I'll
say. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So let's go to SmackDown here real quick. How'd you feel about Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes?
Oh, that was a good match.
Dude, that's a great starter to a show, dude. You could not have lined up a better match and booked it a better way. It was hard hitting. I feel like every little bit of that match actually had me intrigued because those two teams are stacked with actual studs. You know what I mean? And then of course you put over the Imperium because they just came back. Good call because I feel like Vince would have botched that call and been like, oh well, the Brawling Brutes need to win, so we'll give it to them.
Also, like I mean, when Imperium was like making their entrance, like I thought like they had the Symphony number 9 in E minor intro.
Yeah.
You know? I thought, oh, they brought back their old theme. But then like after that intro, it just went back to like Gunther's like current entrance music.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
But how did you feel about the match as a whole, though?
It was good.
I'm glad we can agree on that, dude. There's actually been like some good television on WWE, and that's like a pay-per-view match. If you ask me, I feel like it's a pay-per-view worthy match, and having those on Raw or SmackDown, that's good, dude. That's good for business.
Yeah. And, like we just want to see one more match between Sheamus and Gunther.
Dude, I could see a million more of those, and I'd still want another.
Like even Sheamus like says like one more match like on Twitter once. One more match. And all the fans agreed that they want one more match between Sheamus and Gunther.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. those guys have some good chemistry in the ring. There's some people who really don't. Like, to be honest, I felt like Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns really didn't. But Gunther and I want to call him Walter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do want to call him Walter every single time I
Or
say
you
his
could,
name.
or I mean, yeah, or call him by like in a German way, like Volta or
Yes, yeah.
Volta.
I'm not German, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to offend anybody on this pod. Um,
Come
but
on, come on, come on, come on. I'm just saying, it's fun. It's fun. Like, why is it like? Come on.
but yeah, no, I feel like Sheamus and Walter do have really good in ring chemistry, and I think the good call was putting Imperium over.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, did you see the part where Kaiser got dropped on his knee?
Oh, that.
Dude, I
Oh,
thought he got hurt for real.
yeah. I
I was
saw the
like,
way he
oh
landed.
no.
Oh my gosh, shit. Well, there goes Imperium.
Thank God though.
Yeah. And what else happened?
Drew came out while Solo Sikoa was cutting his promo.
Yes.
And then whacked him in the stomach. This is where I'm going to circle back to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn pushes Solo out of the way and takes the chair shot. Why would you betray Sami if he's willing to freaking take a blow for you? You know what I mean? I feel like they're going to string it out a little bit longer.
Maybe. I don't know. But like, I mean, you think that's so? I mean, it's the bloodline, really. It's the bloodline. I mean, it has to be family related. Well, shit. Okay. I mean, like, it's just people. I mean, we have a gut feeling that they're gonna turn on Sammy because Sammy, he's annoying. Really.
Hey, that's one of my favorite in-ring talents, man. Come on.
Okay. Okay. Well, as a heel, you know, as a, I respect him as a performer, but I'm just saying his character is annoying.
Fair enough.
Like back in NXT, like you said. Oh yeah, one of your matches of the week was was Sammy versus Shinsuke
Yeah.
Nakamura. Was that one of your matches of the week?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I like that Sami Zayn. Really, I don't like this the great liberator, the master strategist gimmick. I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's fair enough.
Like, but I don't like being for him being part of the bloodline. I just don't see it really. Just don't see it. Is like I mean, even though Paul Heyman, I mean, he's good in the bloodline. He's good. I'm just saying, Sami Zayn, nah, not really, nah. I just don't see it. And I have a gut feeling that they're gonna turn on Sami Zayn soon.
I feel like it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos at some point for the tag team championships.
And that would be amazing.
Dude, could you imagine the absolute banger they would put on?
Yes. And Kevin Owens, like if that ever happened, like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos for the undisputed tag titles, and they won, Kevin Owens and Sami, like Kevin Owens would be finally a Grand Slam champion in WWE.
I'd be so mad though.
I mean, of course.
You know me, dude. I'm all for Roman Reigns. I'm with the ones. Y'all the twos, we the ones. I'm over with that gimmick. I would hate to see it happen, but at some point they will have to lose the championships, and I'm accepting that. But I just hope it's not anytime soon. I hope they wait till Roman leaves, and I feel like Roman's pretty freaking close to leaving. So,
I mean, yes, because he's thinking about going to Hollywood.
dude, he's gonna pull a rock. That's what that is. He's gonna pull a rock, dude. And honestly, I hate The Rock because he did that.
Okay. I don't mind The Rock, but yeah.
Hate's a strong word. I'll say I dislike The Rock. I dislike the fact that he comes back and they want to like put him in matches and stuff like that because he betrayed the company as a whole.
Yeah.
I feel like it was mad disrespectful, especially after he had that. He left for Hollywood after he beat Hollywood.
Yes.
In one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time.
Yeah.
The crowd was into every last bit of that match, and then you're gonna leave right after? I mean, come on, dude.
Like, he left, like, did he leave, like, right after he lost the WWE Championship against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2002?
Yeah, if you ask me, I think that's the only reason they really put the strap on Lesnar. I think that's the only reason they really put Lesnar in that position that fast. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. And even though, yeah, that match made history because Brock Lesnar became the youngest WWE champion in history.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the age of 25.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty.
also like I also want to say this. Like, imagine if Solo Sikoa is also a double champion.
Yeah, dude. What if he was IC and US champ?
Yeah.
That'd be
Like,
sick, dude.
yeah.
Just get the bloodline all the gold real quick, or like make Sami Zayn like the United States and make Solo the IC or something like that.
Just one of
That'd
them.
be cool too.
Just one of them.
Yeah, the double champ thing is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to see Sami. I'm a Sami Zayn mark, so I just want him to have some gold.
I mean, yeah, sure. What else?
The 8-man tag match that felt thrown together.
Yeah. Now that's okay. Well, like when I was talking about LA Knight, right?
Yeah.
There was like a backstage exclusive video, like on Twitter from WWE, and it said, and like, here's this: Max Dupree or LA Knight now. Who knows? Well, who knows what happens on Friday this week? That he said this, quote unquote: You have to do it through the day, and there's always, like, he said something like that, like, you have to. There's always a day, and there's always a night. And he ended with one word, and that is, yeah. So yeah. Hint, hint. LA Knight, come back. Probably this Friday.
I hope so, dude. But I would also like to see Mansoor come back as Mansoor and Mace come back as Mace. Mace, whatever it is, dude, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid.
It's stupid. The whole maximum male miles thing is just so stupid.
That was such a Vince idea.
Yeah. Just like, did you see, like, they had their own little tag. It's just a finger touch.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking stupid as hell.
I'm like, yeah, like, it's just so stupid. Like,
dude, the gimmick as a whole, like, what kind of gimmick is that?
Yeah, it's just, it's cringy, really. It's just cringy. And like, what else? If like Triple H is thinking about changing Mansoor, sorry, to Mansoor again, I'm okay with that.
I am too.
And Mace, change it back. Either just Mace or Dio Madden. I'm okay with that too.
Honestly, dude, you could actually rebrand them completely
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be a problem because Mace is automatically associated with T-Bar and Retribution, which is dead because Mustafa Ali came back as a face not too long ago.
Yes, and I mean, which one? Like, which name is better, Mace or Dio Madden?
I kind of like Deal Madden, but the thing is, like, it depends on what the gimmick is with it.
I mean, his gimmick. I mean, it was like what was it? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. It's like he had a nickname like back when he was in NXT.
NXT, NXT, NXT.
Yeah, he let's see.
We talked about him before, right? Wasn't he a commentator?
Yeah, he was a commentator like in 2019. He uh his name was the Sultan of Sit.
Yeah, okay. That one's not gonna work. Why don't we just rebrand him, bring him
Just
back as
change,
something else,
like bring back his
or have Mace team with Dominic Dijakovic? Did I say that right?
yeah Dominic Dijakovic,
Yeah.
which Triple H is actually thinking about bringing the Dominic Dijakovic back. You know,
Yeah.
I
They were a mad power, or they were a good powerhouse tag team, so I wouldn't mind seeing them come back, just not as Retribution without the stupid face masks.
so like what? Just be like like what? Mace and Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah.
Like forget Dio Madden. We like Mace better.
Yeah, I prefer Mace, dude. The
So
Sultan
yeah,
of Sit, dude. Like, what the hell is that?
like I saw his gimmick like during the independent scene. Like every time where he just he doesn't high five the fans. He just does the finger poke like we saw last Friday. He does the finger poke instead of like high fiving the fans.
It's like scissor
And
me daddy ass.
yeah, and every time when he like gets into the ring and he would just sit in the corner. He would just sit in the corner, like not on the top rope, just
Just like
uh,
by the ropes, sit in the
like
corner.
just leaning on the bottom rope as he's sitting down on the mat. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in the corner.
Hmm.
So I prefer Mace instead of Dio Madden.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
could see why. I really could see why. Um, but in terms of the 8-man tag match, besides it being thrown together, it was pretty decent. I mean, it seemed kind of like a spot fest in all reality. Um, but Hit Row's hot, dude. The biggest thing I drew out of that match was Hit Row is hot.
Mm.
Yet they continue to push the Street Profits against the Usos.
Yes.
I would love to see Hit Row be put up in like the tag team championship division, or
Yes.
like even in talks of tag team championship gold. I don't yet again don't want to see the gold pulled off with the Usos, but if someone has to do it, if someone's going to do it,
Like if
I
okay,
wouldn't mind Hit Row doing it.
okay. So like
Um,
Hit Row, like which tag team do you think is mostly capable of defeating the Usos for the tag titles?
oh, I don't think anybody right now, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it was anybody, I feel like it'd be Hit Row. I thought it was. I thought it would be the Street Profits, but they've lost to him what 2 times, 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. Once
Yeah.
was actually last year at the Extreme Rules pay per view,
And then
and then Money in the Bank this year, and then SummerSlam.
yeah, but when we uh when we got to the main event, who was it that came out and helped Drew?
Street Profits.
Yeah, dude. They keep pushing these guys like as the
I mean,
challengers, but dude, how many fucking matches can you lose before you're just ruled out of the title picture?
there's other tag teams
Yeah, but I mean, like, what, American Alpha? Or Alpha Academy.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Who just got tooled by fucking Braun Strowman.
And also, I mean, there's the New Day.
Who
They only had like one.
Viking Raiders.
The Viking Raiders, yes.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that either. What else?
Could you imagine Red Dragon comes back and wins it?
Oh, that would.
Too bad Kyle O'Reilly's signed until 2026.
Yeah, and speaking of like releases, like in AEW, or I mean, just off topic, real quick. Malachi Black, it's released.
Is he released or is he on an a leave of absence? Because I was at the toy store and I was talking to the owner's son, and he's pretty big into wrestling, and he said that he's on a leave of absence and that his contract states that he can't sign anywhere else for like another year until his contract is up.
Hold on, it's on Twitter. Hold on, I'm looking on Twitter. It's let's see. Hold on, I got it. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, here it is. It says.
I know he requested it, but I don't think they gave it to him.
Yeah, it says. I mean, yeah, it says personal mental health related, and well, yeah, it says that he was released from his contract, or not related. Or I'm okay. You're kind. It's putting words in my mouth at this point, really. But it's like it came from Sean Ross Sapp, okay? It came from Sean Ross Sapp. That's what I heard. That like Malachi Black has been requested a release.
I know he requested one. I heard about that, but I'm pretty sure number one AEW said no. Number two, I think they said that he could go on his leave of absence, but he can't do anything besides wrestle independent scene, and it has to be with the consent of AEW prior.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all I know is that Bobby Fish is now like released from AEW.
Well, his contract just expired. And I really don't think he's going to re-sign anywhere because he's, number one, he's like 40-something. Number two, he's very injury prone. I mean, he's tore his ACL like twice already, so I feel like he might just call it quits.
Oh, yeah.
If not, I mean, what does he really do? Is it possible for him to really have a singles run if he doesn't re-sign with AEW?
Who knows? But like, I mean, it's. I think he said that like he was struggling, like in AEW.
Yeah, I could see why. I mean, listen, his tag team partner Kyle O'Reilly is still out. His gang leader per se, Adam Cole, is out and injured, so he was kind of just the last one there. And when you talk about AEW, you got to think there's so many people, dude. Like, it's flooded with people. Yeah, so making room for him on the roster has got to be pretty hard.
Yes. Like, okay, like if you're like Tony Khan, really, I wouldn't like get like how should I say this? I wouldn't sign anybody that's just been released from a company, really, because I would look through my roster list. I would look through my roster list and see the amount of wrestlers I have in my roster, and I would say, I think that's enough. Okay, no more signing anymore. You know?
Dude, he has so many people, bro.
Yeah,
So many people. AEW's roster is actually so stacked, but the thing is, there's no TV time for all of them.
Yeah, and like most of them are like on AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation.
Or they get transferred over to ROH.
Or ROH, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, like they have more TV time with with the wrestlers that like are Ring of Honor champions. Really.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it was like, to be honest, like it was a good announcement that uh Tony Khan was the new owner of Ring of Honor, but then like there's like no events, like no like weekly events for like Ring of Honor. They just have like Ring of Honor pay-per-views. Like just like a couple of months ago, they had the
Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah, Death Before Dishonor, yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, and just they didn't have a pay-per-view since. Like I mean, here's what I think. Like they should like kind of like NXT, you know what I mean? Like way before NXT became live, they would record like their shows and they would like put them on air on like weekly dates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what Tony Khan should do instead of like putting like these Ring of Honor champions or anybody that's signed to Ring of Honor on AEW television.
Well, yeah, because it just takes away from the AEW talent TV time.
Yes. Yeah, like use your brain, Tony.
Like, don't get me wrong. There's a couple matches like Wheeler Yuta versus Daniel Garcia that deserved to be on Dynamite.
I mean, yes.
And it was a banger, dude. But
yeah. And when I first heard that, like, oh, they're gonna be in Buffalo, in New York, I was like, yeah, Garcia's gonna win this because he's from Buffalo, New York.
Yeah. And why else would you throw that match together again?
Yes. And also, we see that Daniel Garcia is going to join the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, but what if Brian turns heel?
He's not going to turn heel. What are you talking about?
He already is technically a heel. He's kind of like the anti-hero, though, kind of like a Deadpool minus the funny comedy part.
And yeah, because like of course, yeah, he's like the anti-hero. Like we always see Bryan Danielson coming through the bad guy tunnel.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like the anti-hero.
They're all like that now, though.
Yeah.
Or well, the Blackpool Combat Club as a whole.
Like like Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. I don't know about John Moxley though. Like, yeah, they.
John Moxley's an anti-hero, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my take on it. I mean,
yeah. Just would you think that that Bryan Daniel Garcia, just in case if he ever joins the Blackpool Combat Club, but and Wheeler Yuta, would you think they would go after the trios titles?
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, especially now that the Bucks and Kenny are suspended on top of CM Punk. LOL.
What do you think about that press conference with CM Punk?
God, dude. Talk about unprofessionalism as a whole. Listen, I get that someone slandered your name and that's fine, but you have a job to do. You can talk about that later. Like if it's that pressing, talk about it later. But when he was being asked questions about other things, he was still talking about it, dude. You have one job. You go out there, you sell it, You've got MJF coming up, and you know damn well that storyline is going to be hot. You go out there and you sell it. Instead, he went out there and he bitched about it. Oh, Hangman said this. Fuck the Bucks. Fuck Kenny. They suck at their jobs. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, that is so unprofessional. I grew up loving CM Punk, and that made me disgusted.
And let me just say this. Did he also mentioned about like Colt Cabana?
Oh my god, yeah, having a fucking bank account with his mom.
I'm like, that's just plain disrespectful, really.
To be fair, though, Colt Cabana said that CM Punk was, or supposedly Colt Cabana said CM Punk was the reason he got sent to ROH. You want to know the real reason why Colt Cabana got sent to ROH? He has no place in the Dark Order. His in-ring talent is little to none. His mic talent is little to none. There's no space on the AEW roster for somebody like Colt Cabana. There's so many other people I'd put on TV over Colt Cabana. Sorry, buddy, you got demoted. Whoop-de-doo. Move on. CM Punk had nothing. Even if CM Punk did have something to do with it, CM Punk's right for doing it. You have no spot. At least in ROH, you might get some TV time.
Yes. But, yeah, like, CM Punk, though, like...
CM Punk causes a lot of issues.
Yeah, like, and all the fans, like, who in Chicago, they, like, turn against CM Punk.
Well, did they turn against CM Punk, or did they just cheer because MJF was back? If that's what you're talking about.
And I mean, that's what people say, that Chicago also turned on CM Punk just because of his actions.
Honestly, dude, I wouldn't blame him. Dude, like I said, dude, that's unprofessional as hell, dude. You have one job. And look, did you see Tony Khan's face when he started spewing like that?
Yeah, I saw like a GIF.
Yeah.
I saw a GIF of like slow motion. You can see like the look on his face that like this ain't gonna turn out so well after this press conference.
Yeah, he looked like a lost puppy dog.
Yeah.
But now CM Punk's suspended. Congratulations, bozo.
Also, like, he also said that it also said on Twitter that he also suffered like a very torn muscle in his like
Yeah, I heard he was going to be out regardless.
He's going to be out for like 8 months.
Honestly, if I was him, I'm hanging up the boots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tear your ACL and you miss the summer of Punk.
Yeah.
Come back, supposedly get hurt again. Lose the championship to Moxley. Moxley loses it to you, and then you get suspended for being a bozo. And on top of that, tear a major muscle in your arm, right? Bicep or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, so, I mean, I would retire, personally.
Yeah.
And that's no hate on CM Punk. Like, that part, at least, I will stand by exactly what I just said in terms of what he did at the press conference. I thought that was unprofessional as hell, and I think he should be punished for that. But,
like if somebody cut a promo, he would if somebody cut a promo on him saying about his suspension, though. You know.
Well, Tony Khan told MJF and I think it was Caster. Which one raps? Caster, right? Max Caster?
Yeah, Caster, yeah.
Told him not to talk about CM Punk, not to diss him. So,
yeah.
Tony Khan's doing all he can to protect CM Punk, but CM Punk really did screw up, and I think he needs to pay the repercussions. He probably should have been fined, too.
Yeah. Instead of, he should be suspended and fined.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, dude, because that sucks. That's such a bad position to put AEW in.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, dude. You just got stripped of the title. Number one, you were going to be out of one anyways. Number 2, you got the Trios champion stripped of the title. Now it's on Death Triangle, which they weren't even in the semifinals.
Nope.
So, if you talk about booking, that's actually stupid. I would have rather seen Wardlow with FTR do that.
I mean, maybe, but what else? Grabbing a beverage if you heard some ruckus. Also, what else? You'd rather put it on the House of Black, right?
Oh yeah, you saw it as soon as I texted you. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I said should have been House of Black.
Yeah.
Or United Empire, but their contract was already up with AEW and they're touring right now. So,
I mean, they're still in New Japan, so
yeah, but they're touring. So, I mean, do you really want to put the Trios Championship on them while they're out and about for the next 3 to 6 months? Probably not.
Probably not. Even if they have a full-time contract, then yes.
But that won't ever happen. New Japan would not let Will Ospreay go. Let's be real. He's a once-in-a-lifetime talent. We talked about this on a different episode, but Will Ospreay is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. If you were New Japan and you're like, oh, yeah, take him for a Trios Championship, go ahead. You are stupid.
Mm-mm.
Dude, I'm going off right now. I'm really popping off.
Even though, they're already champions. Will Ospreay and Ozzy Open. So, they were amazing in the tournament, but there was no way of them, winning.
Yeah, no. I mean, we all knew they were going to go back to New Japan eventually, so.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm guessing that FTR are thinking about going after the AEW World Tag Team titles now.
Dude, honestly, give them it. We talked about this last episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give them the championships. Make them quadruple champs. I'm cool with it. Are you cool with it?
I mean, yeah, I'm cool with it, but I'm just saying.
I don't think they should hold it for long. Yeah. I think the Acclaimed should have won at All Out. Not gonna lie.
I mean, they're gonna. Sorry, I'm yawning.
No, you're fine, dude. I'm tired too. I get it.
They should have. They should have won at All Out. But you saw one of those. You see one of the pictures on John Cena Instagram account that it was Max Caster lifting up Keith Lee for an attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, John Cena is all elite.
Could you imagine, dude? What a shocker that would be. Talk about a company and loyalist, dude. That dude will never see the light of day in a different company, and if he were to go all elite, I would actually cry.
Yeah.
If John Cena goes all elite right now, I will sell my figure collection for $1,000. You heard it here first, folks.
So yeah, if John Cena joins is all elite, you would sell all your figures for $1,000.
$1,000, dude. That's it. I got some gems in here too. So
yeah, and but good thing they're having they're gonna have a part 2.
Yeah.
In about 1 week from Wednesday at AEW Dynamite Grand Slam.
The thing is, though, dude, just give it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that point, you should have just gave it to him on the pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view for a reason.
Yeah. Because everybody loves the Acclaimed.
Sesame Daddy ass! Dude, I fucking love that.
Yeah. And, the Acclaimed, they're one of my favorite tag teams. So, yeah.
Honestly, they're so over.
Mm-hmm.
So over.
You just texted me saying,
Hey, that's why I texted you.
I mean, are we done? Oh, wait, I think I have some other things to talk about. Hold on. I have my MacBook with me.
Well, let's talk about the SmackDown main event real quick.
Oh.
Drew versus Solo. How did you feel about the match as a whole? I felt like there was a little bit more I expected out of that match, but I didn't.
Like, it just ended. It ended in a disqualification because Karrion Kross blindsided or ambushed.
Might I add that you called that since Clash at the Castle that it would be Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre, regardless of where the championship was lying, end of the pay per view.
Yeah, and just
so hats off to you for that.
Yeah, and Karrion. I mean, it's also rumored that it's going to be Karrion Kross versus Roman at Survivor Series.
And that would be an interesting one, but to be honest with you, both of those guys, I don't think they're gonna have any chemistry in the ring, dude.
I'm Edge. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? We'll wait in a couple months.
Well, just think about it stylistically, right? Karrion Kross, big dude, kind of slow moving, kind of boring in the ring, in a sense, in terms of comparing him to Ricochet or some shit like that, he's not the same. Roman Reigns is the exact same. They have the exact same style, so I really don't think that they're gonna be able to mesh very well and get the fans excited. We'll see. I'm hopeful, but that's just how I see it going down. I'm just
okay. Back when Karrion Kross was in NXT, I was a huge Karrion Kross mark. Okay, literally.
Fair enough, man.
When I first saw his entrance and his debut, I was jaw dropped. Really, I was jaw dropped because his entrance is badass with Scarlett.
Yeah, it helps that he has a hot woman by his side.
I'm like, that lucky son of a bitch.
Literally, dude, I feel that so much. She is so hot.
Yeah, just damn. But yeah, even though we're having a Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre feud going on, and soon we're gonna have a Karrion Kross versus Roman Reigns, and that was rumored that is gonna happen at Survivor Series in a couple months. So yeah, that's all we want to talk about is the main event of SmackDown.
Yeah, to be honest, dude, the match was kind of lackluster. There were some good spots in there, yet again, Sami Zayn taking a bullet for the team. Solo taking a Claymore kick, falling out of the ring, which would have been an easy 1-2-3 for Drew if he wouldn't have. And then boom, there's Karrion Kross. But dude, honestly, if you go back and you watch it, I was just watching it before we started recording, it looks so bad. Drew McIntyre is not really selling getting choked out at all, dude. He's sitting there for 10 to 15 seconds, just with his eyes open, kind of rolling around. He was about to get up and then he falls back down and he's still wide-eyed and bushy-tailed right there. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? As someone who watches UFC and stuff like that, if you had been getting choked that long, odds are you're dead, alright? You better close your fucking eyes, bro.
Can I just say that, do you think that, Drew looks bigger than Karrion Kross?
Oh, dude, Drew is much bigger than Karrion Kross. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because when I first saw it, Drew was was about to get on his feet as Karrion Kross was
on his back.
On his back, and I'm like, Drew is bigger than Kross. Goddamn,
Dude, do you think Drew is juicing?
Juicing as in
Shoving a
Like,
needle in his ass called steroids?
he said that. He said like he always eats healthy, so
Well,
and he
that's like The
works out a
Rock
lot.
saying he doesn't juice. You know, like The
I
Rock
mean,
is juicing, dude. Look at his fucking veins. There ain't no fucking way The Rock is not on the juice.
I'm just saying, like, do you think that most wrestlers would have like, if somebody's taking steroids, like they would end up having like a steroid abuse or something, you know?
I don't think it really works like that, though. It's
I
not
don't
like
know.
meth where you like fiend for
I
your
mean,
next fucking
that would,
needle, you
yeah.
know?
That's what Chris Ben wanted. Like he was on steroids, and all of a sudden he started getting abusive.
Are we really circling back to Chris Benoit again?
Well, I'm just pointing out, really. I'm just pointing out, really.
But yeah, no, dude. The only other talking point I have in terms of the SmackDown main event was the Street Profits again, which we already talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't feel like we should be pushing them again, but it is what it is.
Like, give the Usos the New Day or the Viking Raiders, you know?
I'd like to see Viking Raiders or Hit Row more than anything else because it's something new.
Or Hit Row. Yeah, Hit Row as well.
Exactly.
Just anybody that hasn't faced the Usos for the Undisputed Tag Team titles yet, or hasn't, or any tag team that used to face, like, the Usos, like once. Just only once.
You know what, dude? That's it. Bring back. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Bring back the Nexus. That's it. Bring him back.
The Nexus.
Could you imagine, dude? Just all of a sudden, Wade Barrett comes out of retirement. Heath Slater comes back. Justin Gabriel comes back. Skip Sheffield.
Yeah, or Ryback. Doesn't matter. What else? David Otunga.
Darren Young.
Darren Young.
Michael McGillicuddy. Husky Harris, dude. Bray Wyatt comes back as Husky Harris. I would fucking die.
Yeah. And what was the
black
guy, the
Michael
black guy's name? Yeah, Michael Trevor. Yes.
Tarver. Tarver. Yeah, Tarver. Nexus was my shit, dude. I really wanted them to win, and I cannot believe they buried them like that.
Yeah, it's just
so unfortunate.
A group like Daniel Bryan was, or Bryan Danielson was in the Nexus.
Okay, fuck him for betraying. Fuck him for betraying the Nexus.
Like, he was in the Nexus for one night, and then he got fired, and then like a few months later they re-signed him.
And then he subbed like what 3 out of 7 of them at Survivor Series.
It wasn't Survivor Series. It was SummerSlam.
I thought it was either Survivor Series or like bragging rights.
Was it bragging? All I can remember.
It was Nexus versus Team WWE. I remember that much.
That is SummerSlam. That was SummerSlam. That's all I can remember. That's like the only like match that I remember that was Team WWE versus Nexus. That's all I can remember. What else? But yeah, is that all is that all?
I think so. I think we're ready for the quiz this week.
Okay. So yeah. Before we end the Underground Mobcast,
if you have paid attention to any of our videos, and there's 56 people who watched the first episode, so I know damn well one of you has paid attention.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good start, actually.
No, not gonna lie. Yeah, that was pretty solid. I ended up doing a paid ad promotion on Instagram so that we could get a boost on our last video. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Not gonna lie to you, I did it. It was worth every penny, so we're gonna do it again this time. But
yeah. Just make sure, like, after this, you like send me like the
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah, so if you paid attention at all, you know that we do a 5-question quiz every time we end the podcast. And next week, hopefully, someone signs up so that they can do the 5-question quiz. And if you get them correct, you will get a prize. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's probably gonna be like food. So
food.
no, dude, I actually have like bags of what I call the underground mix. It's like a Chex Mix, confectionate sugar, kind of like Muddy Buddies. I don't know if you've ever had those, or like dog chow or whatever it's called. Muddy Buddies. But yeah.
So we're having our own food market. Okay.
Yeah, somewhat. It's just more so to get like people to join in and kind of be part of like what we're doing, you know.
We should make like our own merch or some shit.
Dude, honestly, we should. We'll get there. We'll get there as we blow up. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
okay,
all right.
So, you ready?
Let me take a deep breath real quick because every single time I end up fucking up on these questions somehow, some way. So,
I mean, this first question is guaranteed easy for you. I bet.
All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, and start. Who was the first ever AEW Casino Battle Royal winner? Was it A, Lance Archer, B, Kyle O'Reilly, C, Hangman Page, or D, Jungle Boy?
Hangman.
You are correct.
Let's go! We 1 for 1, baby.
Okay. Who became the first and only 2-time King of the Ring winner in WWE? Was it A, Bret the Hitman Hart, E, Macho Man Randy Savage, C, Don Morocco, or D, Harley Race?
Ooh. Read them off one more time.
Okay. A, Bret the Hitman Hart, B, Macho Man Randy Savage, C, Don Morocco, or D, Harley Race?
Bret Hart.
You are correct.
Let's go! We 2 for 2, baby.
Okay. Who was the first foreign wrestler to make it into the finals of the New Japan G1 Climax Tournament? A, Carl Anderson, B, Kenny Omega, C, Will Ospreay, or D, Jay White?
Ooh. Kenny.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. It was Carl Anderson, who was the first foreign wrestler to make it to the finals of the G1 Climax. It was back in 2020 where he made it to the finals to face Kazuchika Okada.
Oh,
Even though he lose, but he made it to the finals.
Listen, we're 2 for 3. I'm still feeling good. It's better than like any other quiz we've had. So
all I can say is that Kenny Omega is actually the first foreign wrestler to win the G1 Climax.
That's okay. That's the difference.
Yeah. Okay, now question 4. What was the main event match of WrestleMania 6? Was it A, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant? B, Hulk Hogan. I should say this, that all of them involves Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, because he literally was.
Yeah.
He was literally professional wrestling back then.
Yeah. And so all of the 4 questions are like that has Hulk Hogan. So I'm just gonna say.
So I already know the answer because I have a figure that commemorates it. So can I just say it?
Yeah, sure.
It was Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior, and it was to unify the Intercontinental and WWF Championship.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have to say the answers. Like it was like Andre the Giant, King Kong Bundy, and Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, which none of those. Yeah.
But yeah, you are correct. So yeah.
Okay, so we're 3 for 4. We're looking good today. Today.
Okay, and this 5th question. Okay, it's true or false. Okay. Okay, so yeah, true or false. Roman Reigns holds the record for most eliminations in Royal Rumble match history.
Like in total or just in one match?
In one match.
False.
You are correct.
Yeah, it's Kane, isn't it?
No, it's actually.
Oh, it's Braun
there's
Strowman.
Well, there's a tie for most eliminations.
Okay.
It's Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar.
Really?
For
Brock? Oh, that's right, dude. I forgot that he had that, like... Yeah.
Yeah, like Brock Lesnar eliminated 13 guys in a row. Like back in 2020. Like he entered in number 1 and he like eliminated 13 guys in a row.
Yeah, and including Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin.
Rip.
The guy who was in the same wrestling class and the same college that they went to.
Yeah, they were like, oh, he's not going to turn on Shelton Benjamin. Dude, everybody saw that coming.
Yeah, like really, you have to be that
No,
gullible?
he's going to keep Shelton Benjamin around until the end, and Shelton Benjamin's going to win it. Like, come on.
Like, really, you're going to be that gullible, Shelton?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 4 out of 5. Not.
I think that's my best score yet.
Yeah, 4 out of 5. Yeah.
All right, one of these days I'm getting a 5 out of 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's destined to happen.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the. This is an Underground Mobcast, episode 4. Hope you guys enjoy. Share with your friends. Leave a like. Subscribe for more. And I'm Leno Capo.
And I'm PJ's Underground. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week yet again. And like, share, and subscribe, like Lando said.
Yeah. Later.
Later.